What up, you guys? It's your boy, the Kryptonian, saying here, bringing you a review for One Piece Chapter 47. Oh, man, so this chapter right here, man, we learn a bunch of different things. First of all, Zeff, the head chef for the ocean-going restaurant, he's called Red Shoes, Zeff. And apparently, I know you guys said that this ship, has like former pirates and there's more to it. I'm guessing this is the more to it because he's called Red Shoes. And I think this is interesting because right away I'm thinking about Shanks. So I'm wondering, is there some type of connection to Shanks? Because you have red hair Shanks, now you have Red Shoes Zeff. Shanks had to have had a cook on his crew because Luffy is really reminding me of Shanks. And the reason why, it's not just like the way that they behave and their moral compass, but when when Shanks was Luffy's age during the Buggy flashback, they're behaving somewhat similarly. They look similar, and it feels like Luffy's building his crew the same way that Shanks might have built his. I think this is really interesting. I mean, this is really, really interesting. But the other thing that we learn is that Don Krieg is showing how strong admirals are, because there's this one shot right here where he takes a cannonball, right? Like, Patty pulls out this huge ass, portable gun, right? Looks like a big ass bazooka, right? Only obviously it fires a cannonball. And Don Krieg tanks it, man. You can tell he's got his arms crossed and everything, protecting his face. But he tanks that cannonball, and I wasn't expecting him to be done, but I did respect the hell out of Patty for that, because if this were, say, like a game, or if this was me betting or anything, right? Like, I'm a big believer that sometimes you have to go all in. I've told you guys in the past before, I believe if you screw up all the way. So, I mean, Patty just went for it. I don't blame him. When you have somebody with this type of reputation, you just have to let your nuts hang and hope that life doesn't kick you too hard, man. So I really appreciated that. But the artwork in this chapter, man, like right after Patty says, hey, we're not going to feed them 100 meals, because Sanji was about to do it, and everybody draws their guns on Sanji, right? So it makes sense, because the Zeff did say that the cooks didn't like Sanji, and Sanji has a reputation for flirting as well as feeding everyone that Patty throws, I guess, into the dungeon on the ship or something like that. But right after that, Patty says, let's get some butter and burn that ship, right? Just light it on fire. And that's when Krieg comes out, and my respect for him, right? Like, it goes up, because if you look at that, look at all that armor, right? And the reason why I'm pointing that out, he's already a heavy guy, right? Like, he's clearly muscular, clearly built. And this is the thing. When you're wearing all that heavy armor, it's really hard to move, okay? Like, that's the equivalent of wearing like a weighted vest, or to put it on a smaller level, right? Like, even when you're wearing like the football pads and everything, that's still extra weight that is holding you down. And for him to be able to move and to be able to pull some of these moves that he did, where in the blink of an eye he pulls out these guns and just starts shooting, and shooting quick enough to where people aren't realizing what's happening, right? Like, Oda did an awesome job right here, man. Like, you get the whole madman sense, but just the artwork right here, I mean, that is beautiful. The smoke's kind of coming out, and some of it's, swirling in front of them. Just beautiful, man. And you see the bullets, some of them are striking blood, some of them are going through the hat. He's not aiming the best, but it's still great artwork, man. Like, I really enjoyed it. I mean, we see some of the bullets going through, some of their, stomachs, abdomens. I mean, that's nice, man. That is really nice. But I'm going to tell you what's scary, though, right? So he's an admiral. And I'm guessing he's going to be on the weaker side of admirals, because basically Red Shoes, Zeff comes out and he says, well, your men are probably cowards like you, because you were on the Grand Line and you couldn't hack it, so you turn it back around. And it really makes me wonder just how crazy is the Grand Line going to be. I know some of you guys said when I get to the Grand Line, I'm going to lose my mind. And given how messed up Don Krieg's ship is, you know, Sanji said it looked like they went through a typhoon. If all that came from just being in the Grand Line, holy shit, man. But that's going to be it for this review, man. My chapter question to you guys is going to be, what were your thoughts when the chapter ended on your Red Shoes Zeff? Like, when you saw this panel, what were your thoughts? Or if you saw this in the anime, I don't know if the anime ended with this part, but when you got to this part right here, what were your thoughts? You know, what were you expecting going forward? But that's me it for this review. If you liked anything I had to say, make sure you comment, rate, subscribe, and share. I greatly appreciate it. That's it. Thanks.